Feel that?
Oh.
Oh. So white, isn't it?
It's really light and it's really slimy. It's like, ew, look at that. Slime pole.
Try climbing up that pole. Pole. But that'd be good for wood turning.
It smells quite nice, actually.
It's lime wood.
It smells sweet.
And
green.
Like eating it.
Like green and sweet.
Like I used to be.
Well, you know.
It's interesting, isn't it?
So you just went like that? It just went...
Well, I prized it up a bit with the knife and then got my fingers in. Once I'd loosened off like where this knot was, I got right round to the other side, it just went...
You can make a little box. You've got to do it while it's still green.
Yeah, I think so, because
It'll go all crispy.
Yeah, it'll be too difficult.
Okay, so we were at the supermarket the other day while we were out mudlarking on another adventure, and we spot these in the doorway. It's lettuce. I'm not sure what kind of lettuce it is. It's some kind of lettuce, it doesn't actually say. But it was so wilted, it looked dead, and so we got it and some beans that are down there behind you for a discount. Well, Mum got them for a discount. So the reason I put the cage around this planter, well, it's an old trough that someone's actually drilled holes in the bottom. It's probably my granddad that did that. The reason I've done it is because the shrews will come and eat the lettuce because they like lettuce. So I've put it in this like pet cage. It's quite a big trough. So I'm hoping this will all go in. There's so much to repot and plant around here. It's just, oh, but one job at a time, and things are getting done. It feels overwhelming at first, but once you start doing things and you start seeing things getting done, it motivates you to continue getting other things done, and you look up again and then all those things that you were worried about and that seemed overwhelming are suddenly finished and done, and you're like, oh, well, that wasn't too bad. This is actually going further, the compost is going further than I thought it would actually. It's a really awkward position to do this in. I'm almost there. I'll put a tiny bit more in. That's quite a good view from up there on top of the cage. So that's them all planted, and I'm going to go and give them a water. So since it's full sun and today and it's quite hot, I'm going to put something to shade them because the leaves got drenched when I watered them just there. So I'll leave it like that until it's evaporated.
The rose in this pot has been neglected for some time. Not only is the rose not meant for a pot, but a tree had seeded itself next to it and grown bigger than the poor rose itself. We struggled on for some time, removing the tree and rose from the urn-shaped pot, and had to slowly dig around the roots to free them. After carefully separating the tree and rose, we found the tree roots were badly damaged, so after repotting we cut it back to half its size to help it conserve moisture and energy as it re-established its root system. The weather was hot at the time and we didn't think it was going to survive. However, this is the tree today. It grew new buds and leaves, meaning that the roots were growing too. So it can now be planted out this autumn or next spring. Nice and firm in there. That'll be a minute before we walk it and it won't be as... We also repotted the rose, ready for transplanting into our new rose garden next year.
Scarborough Fair. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. To make me a Cambridge parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Without no seams, no needlework, then she'll be a true love of mine. Tell her to find me an acre of land. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Between the salt water and the sea strand, then she'll be a true love of of mine, true love of mine. Tell her to repeat in a secret of leather. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. And together read all in a bunch of heather. Then shall be a true love of mine. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. She once was a true love of mine.
Okay, not sure if this is actually going to make it on the video, but this is our, well, I don't know what, we're calling it the back kitchen. And when we moved, we kind of just put all the junk in here and kept putting junk in here until it kind of got out of control. And we're clearing it out now. And yeah, we've got loads of old like shoes and boots and wellies and sandals. Yeah. And it's full of cobwebs, so we better crack on trying to clear some of the stuff out, and it's going to take a few trips to the skips, I think. Oh, it's got like a deformity look. I remember finding that. There's an odd amount of bones in here. There we've got a cow jaw. Well, I need a cow jaw, it's very important. I'll put it in my room.
Okay, so now I'm going to show you a future project, not too distant future, I hope, because this would be quite interesting actually. This is the door leading out of our back hallway into this, a secret secret because we never open the door because it's so horrid. Room. It's just a tiny room, and we think because behind here there is like a downstairs bathroom, toilet and sink, but we think the whole thing would once have been the dairy room for the farm. But now it's just this little nothing room, really small. And as you can see, we have just, oh, that's the battery charging for the various tools. Actually, I'll just switch that off for a minute. So yeah, we've just used it to dump stuff, as you do in a room like this. It's just got tins of old paint, well, still good paint. There's some tubs of lime mortar there. There's a twin tub washing machine that we use in emergencies. If our automatic washing machine breaks down, which they often tend to do. There's various tools, an old carpet cleaner, a parrot cage, another sort of animal carrier. Just, you know, junk that we never really use. A round window, of course. What else would be in here? Bits of old wood, and most of this stuff we put in here before we had a shed outside, which we're going to clean out because they're also full of rubbish, and clear all this space out. But the nice thing about it is it has a door leading outside into overlooking the lawn and the washing line. So what we're going to do is turn this into like a back kitchen. So the plan is to put a sink unit here with a countertop across here, washing machine underneath. We don't use electric dryers. We dry stuff over the Rayburn in the kitchen in the winter, and in the summer we like to hang it on the line. So that saves a lot of electricity. And then we're going to put shelves and all sorts of things and cupboards. But before we can do all that, this wall here is damp and all the plaster is just, well, you don't even have to look at it and it comes off. Look, it's all coming off. And that is because the ground level outside is higher than the ground level in here. So what I'm going to have to do eventually is dig the ground away out there from the side of the house to the same level as this floor. But in the meantime, I'm going to chip all of this off here, all the loose stuff, and then I'm going to put some tanking on it, which you paint on, and that waterproofs the wall, and then you plaster over the top. So that's what I'm planning to do, and I think this whole outside wall will have to be done. But yeah, a future project to look forward to.